Hey, what's up? Mess? Good. Cool. Whatever. Believe it or not, those clothes are actually clean. But, anyway, so, I said that I would wait to make videos until something good happened, because nothing good ever happens, but good things happened, and also, on top of that, I had a really good conversation topic with someone I met, a lesbian. Her name is Julie. She's pretty awesome. But also, I had a really super cool conversation with Erica too on Skype. She's awesome too. But Erica's conversation has nothing really to do with what I'm going to talk about, other than she is awesome and I love her to death. Anyway, so with Julie, I started talking, and I kind of realized something through this conversation since I have started transition. I'm starting to believe that the entire concept of gay and lesbian and straight is like horribly misconstrued. I'm starting to think that it doesn't really exist. It's simply people just being kind of twisted in their head due to various circumstances. And I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying you're bad for being gay. I'm not saying you're bad for being lesbian or straight. But say you have a cat. This cat lives with all dogs its whole life. That cat is going to play fetch. That cat is going to bark. And I've actually seen this happen. I've seen several cats that bark because they were around dogs. They grew up around dogs. So they act like dogs. But that cat doesn't know better. It doesn't know. You know, it's a dog. It lives with dogs. It knows dogs. It doesn't know cats. But, yeah, so, since I have become trans, become a T-girl, and become whom I am now, I have had the most lesbian motherfuckers, like straight up lesbians, bull dykes, and fucking lipstick lesbians be completely fucking open to getting with me. Like, completely. And they're not afraid to say it. They're not afraid to admit to it because they think I'm sexy. They think I'm cute. They think they could have an overall good relationship with me. And for whatever reason that may be, they're willing to set aside the fact that I have a little something else, and even more so, they're willing to put it aside and use it. Okay? And they don't feel any worse. And my ex-boyfriend, we still fuck, okay? And I was with him for a long time. We love each other. We still love each other. It's just like awesome. He's awesome. I'm awesome. We're awesome together, and we're awesome around other people. We make the world more awesome. But he's straight. He is not in the least attracted to men. He has no interest in men. He's never looked twice at men. But we look at girls together. We hit on girls together. And honestly, I don't work very much in the whole gay department. Because, well, I don't know very many gay dudes. And the few that I have met in person, honestly just kind of like annoy the fuck out of me. But, it's more so for the fact of their personality and who they are, not because they're gay. But, anywho, back to the conversation. She added me on Facebook, and I started talking to her, and, like, she ended up finding halfway through that I was trans, and she's like, oh my god, you know? And so we ended up keep talking, and she like moved into it more to the point where like she's a lesbian and she loves women, but she loves me too. And like, yeah, so this just makes me think, like, what do you value more in a relationship? Okay, how about I target this at the lesbian and straight community? The ones that like women. And obviously, you don't have to answer this to me. You don't have to comment with your answer. You don't have to do this or that. You don't even have to tell people about it. Just answer this to yourself. What is more important to you in a relationship? In your relationships, do you value more in your girl her to be pretty, her to be nice, sensual, soft? Do you like the fact that she likes you to touch her, and when you tease her she blushes and gets embarrassed, and when she gets sad she cries and you can hold her? Or she can get really pissed off when your boss treats you wrong. Do you value more her pussy or everything else that makes her a woman? Like, if you think about it, that is a very little thing. That is a very tiny thing in the grand scale of what makes a woman a woman. And is it that big of a deal if you found somebody and they were everything you were ever looking for? They were beautiful and sensual, and they made you laugh, and they were soft, and you could cuddle them, and when you kissed them, you never felt more at home. If you ended up finding out that their part down there was different from what you would find on someone, an atypical person, how could that actually sway your decision? How could that really sway the fact that you love them for who they are? It can't just be like, that person's wrong, because you yourself have experienced all that makes her a woman. And if you can't make exceptions, even such a small exception, I don't think you deserve that love in the first place. And what I found is, in my personal experience, since I've started this, is even the most fucking radical people, like radically homophobic, straight, fucking radically lesbian, fucking all of that, they have made exceptions for me. For whatever reason, for the fact that I'm really pretty, for the fact that I'm cute in my mannerisms and how I act, and like bubbliness, for the fact that I know them and we have an personal connection. The fact that they are willing to make that exception expresses the fact that in reality, even an extremist, even those people want love. They want that deep feeling and connection that draws you to another person, and perhaps that would mean they're like that kitty, the kitty cat that is raised with dogs. They are raised with generations upon generations of people telling them that it has to be this way. Or when they don't feel that way, they're afraid, and they jump from that way to another way, of generation after generation of people saying they have to be this way. Like the people who jump from being straight to gay, or be gay and shunned by the straight people. They don't just go and be, they go and be gay. They go and lock themselves to that. I've heard so many people, like say, oh my god, with a guy that's fucking disgusting. And I ask him, have you ever tried? Have you ever even opened yourself to the possibility? What my answer always was, never once have I gotten a yes. It's always been no. That's disgusting. That's wrong. Or with a gay guy. Getting with a girl? Oh my god. That's like so gross. Have you ever tried? No. I don't fucking want to do that. That's sick. How fucking different is it? You know, like, I'm coming to a realization, especially with the fact that the number of bisexuals on the planet is like jumping with each new generation. I don't think gay or straight even exist. I don't believe you are born gay. I don't believe it's something you can't change. And I don't believe you're born straight. I don't believe it's something you can't change. I believe you are born with the capacity to reproduce. And I believe you are born with the capacity and the need for companionship. Where you seek that companionship is your own choice. It's just something I've come across. So, that's something to think about. And also, before I go, check this out. My grandma came and visited me. Those are diamonds. And gold. Really heavy gold. My grandma came and visited me, and she gave this to me to tell me that she accepts me for who I am. This is something that means a lot to my grandma. I was blown away, and even more so, this thing is worth like $25,000. Like, it's intense. And it just blew me away that she gave this to me just to tell me that she accepts me for who I am and still loves me, and she has never once slipped from my name. Like, it's Kira, it's she, and I don't know, I love my grandma so much. So, yeah, that's my bit of good news, and the fact that I feel loved, and that thing is gorgeous. And then there's a bit of knowledge on there too, something for you to contemplate. So, congratulations, me. I have finally made a video for the longest time that is actually worth watching. So, I hope you all have a fantastic night, or day, or whenever you watch this. And I hope you find ways to better yourself, expand your mind and your being, and just to help better the world and the thoughts around you. And I sincerely hope you will never, ever be afraid to express your thoughts. Otherwise, the world won't know. And if they don't know, if they can't hear your side, how should they take to it? You know? So, anywho, have a good one.